Let's begin roughing in the heroine's counterattack. Based off of our thumbnails, the blue character is going to kind of hop to the side off of the right foot. And this is what we're about to prepare for. So we're going to add anticipation to that on frame 13, where she'll lower herself before the hop. So let's go ahead and grab her controls. We'll deselect the planted foot. Let's go ahead and translate her down and move her forward locally in the z-axis. Okay, so taking a look at things, she might be too far forward. I'll just go ahead and bring her back. We'll also want to go to more of a back view just to make sure she is moving in the right direction. So, looking at this, might want to move her slightly over to her right. I don't see that's going to work. Okay, great. Now, start to fix this pose a bit more. We'll grab her left leg and bring that up so it's not going through the floor. Let's also go ahead and zero out the toe and ball controls since the foot's no longer resting on the floor plane. There really shouldn't be any rotation on those controls. I'll make sure the pose is on frame 13, not 14. It's so easy to go off frame at times. Okay, now going back to our left leg control, let's go ahead and take the ankle rotated back. Okay. What I'd like to do from here is go ahead and take all of her controls again, deselect the planted foot, and I think we can have her move forward some. She's leaning forward for the hop. We'll translate our controls forward, and then we'll also translate her up a bit more. Okay, and then back slightly on the z-axis. Great. Now going to her right foot, we can go to our ball control and rotate that just so the ankle isn't bent unnaturally. Now as far as the sword is concerned, again, she's ready to make her counter strike, so let's go ahead and add some anticipation to that by rotating the sword up and bringing that over. Could also go to her chest control and rotate that out. She's lifting that arm, so the chest is going to rotate in that direction. Okay, taking our shoulder control, we can go ahead and fix that, rotating it down. Okay, let's go ahead and see how this looks, scrubbing through. Now for the left arm, you could start to have that swing out more to her left. Rotate the wrist out also. That's looking pretty good. I'll go ahead and take the left shoulder and rotate that back. Okay, now we can go ahead and scrub through, see how this looks. See, that's looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and check 13 one more time before we move on to the next pose where she is going to make the hop. Let's go ahead and have her look at her target, which is the red character. Like, oh no, you're in trouble now. Okay, great. So now we can go ahead and move a few more frames after on frame 15. The red character misses. The blue character is now ready for her hop. So we want her hopping off of the right foot, of course, What I'd like to do, just to get the timing down, is to still have the planted foot still planted, and then a few frames after, have her leap up off of the floor. Again, this is just to make sure the timing will be correct so the foot doesn't appear to slide off the floor when she hops. So on frame 15, we'll go there, select all of our controls again, deselect the planted foot, and have her lean more over. She's also going to start twisting. Okay, so we brought her forward. We want to translate her up. Okay, looking at the flow of things, I'd almost want to go to 13 and bring her down a bit more, just to really push the pose and make it clearer. We always want to think about ways we can add exaggeration to really push our poses to be readable. It's very important in animation. All right, so we know that she's going to start to twist here. Let's go ahead and grab our center of gravity and start to twist that. Okay, great. Grabbing all of her controls, again, deselecting the planted foot, we'll need to make sure that she moves over to her right just a little bit more to fix the direction she's hopping in, to keep her balanced. Okay, great. Let's say we go ahead and take the left arm and have that swing out some more. Have the wrist rotate up. So now it really looks like she's about to take her swing at the red character. Okay, great. Added the pose on 16, so I'll go ahead and clean that up. Make sure it's on 15. All right, now for the sword arm, again, that's starting to swing over for the strike, so let's go ahead and make sure that we pose this out on 15. So this is getting really exciting. I'm going to bring that up and over and fix the shoulder. Also tweak the shoulder of the left arm. Since we've changed the position of that arm. Okay, looking at the flow of things. I'm checking the sword right now just to make sure it's flowing the way it should. It almost seems like the elbow could be brought in. Again, to keep the arm flowing. It almost seemed to hit a wall as we moved from 13 to 15. Okay, great. Again, she's looking down at the red character, so let's go ahead and make sure she's still focused on her target. Let's go ahead and rotate her head down. Great. Now, as far as the left leg goes, that's going to be brought up. We'll grab the knee, rotate that out. And fix the orientation of the foot, kind of rotating that over on the Z-axis. Still down. That planted foot is actually going to twist a little bit here. So let's go ahead and grab the foot control and animate the twist, just kind of rotate it over in the Y-axis. Great. Let's go ahead and tweak the hips, open them up a little bit more here. And we're just about done. I'll go ahead and bring the leg in a little bit more, the left leg that is, and fix the orientation of the knee. It was in too much, but I kind of like that where it is now, just kind of opening that up some more. We'll also need to tweak the right knee, again bringing that in some more to fix its its angle. Okay, great. For our last tweak, let's go ahead and select all of our controls again and just make sure that the right leg is extended. So I'll go ahead and deselect the control object, go to frame 15, just kind of lift her up in the y-axis a little bit more. And then we can go to our ball control and rotate that so the leg appears extended, but there's a slight bend so we can avoid popping. And at the same time, she should start to roll on to the ball of her foot on this hop. So let's make sure that happens. That's it. We're good to go here. Great. All right, so we only have a few more poses to create for the blue character. So let's say we go ahead and move on to the next lesson and continue working on her extremes.